Good evening, students. Premier Academy LMR question, day 2. Cost center and cost unit. It's a frequently asked question. Cost center represent location, person, item of equipment, or combination of all for the purpose of ascertainment of cost and for the purpose of controlling the cost is called cost center. I'll repeat once again. Cost center represent location, person, item of equipment, combination of all for the purpose of ascertainment of cost and for the purpose of controlling the cost. Cost unit represent unit of product or service or time or combination of all for the purpose of expression of cost and for the purpose of controlling the cost. Unit of product or service or time. Cost center and cost unit. Many students used to confuse with respect to definition while writing the answer in the main exam. Cost center is different, cost unit is different. Simple way to understand cost center. What is called a coaching center? Where we are conducting the coaching is called a coaching center. Similarly, what is called a cost center? Where we are incurring the cost is called a cost center. Where and all we are going to incur the cost are called a cost center. Where and all we are going to incur the cost? I am having factory to produce a product. Therefore, factory is a cost center. To produce a product, I need machinery equipment. Then equipment is a cost center. To take care of the factory, I need a person in charge, the manager. The manager is a cost center. Combination of all I need. I need a factory, I need a machine, and I need a manager. Then only I can run the business. So factory, location, manager, person, and item of equipment. So location, person, or item of equipment, or combination of all for the purpose of ascertainment of cost is called the cost center. So whenever cost center they ask, remember the factory we need, equipment we need, and person we need. Combination of all is called cost center. Very easy, no? Cost unit represent what? Cost center represent where I am going to incur the cost is called cost center, no? Why I am incurring the cost? I want to recover the cost. Cost plus profit I want to recover. Therefore, how I am going to recover the cost is called cost unit. How I am going to recover the cost? I am incurring the cost in factory. Factory is a cost center. By way of producing the product. Suppose I am going to produce a product called pen. Out of selling the pen, I am going to get the money. Therefore, the pen is a cost unit. Nothing but the product is a cost unit. I am incurring the cost in my audit firm, Hariharan Associates, the audit firm location is a cost center. By way of rendering services to my client, I am going to get back the amount I have invested. Therefore, service is my cost unit. I am having browsing center, the place is the cost center. By way of how many hours you spend accordingly, you are going to generate the revenue. Therefore, time is a cost unit. Therefore, how I am going to generate the revenue is called cost unit. How I am going to recover the cost is called cost unit. It may be unit of product, or service, or time, or combination of all for the purpose of expression of cost and for the purpose of controlling the cost is called cost unit. With respect to cost center, there are two different types of cost centers are there. One is for manufacturing industry, another one is for non-manufacturing industry. In case of manufacturing industry, production cost center and a service cost center, like production department and a service department. In case of non-manufacturing industry, personal cost center and impersonal cost center. So these are the types of cost center. Now, the frequently asked question, identify following item, what and all will comes under the cost center or cost unit. Identification of cost units are frequently asked question. One more question also I asked. In which circumstance, cost center and cost unit both are same? In general, cost center is different, cost unit is different. One particular point of time, cost center is equal to cost unit, both are same only. Where I am going to incur the cost is called cost center, no? How I am going to recover the cost is called cost unit, no? Where I am going to incur the cost, factory I am going to incur the cost, therefore factory is a cost center. By way of producing the product, product is a cost unit. But in case of contract costing, I am going to incur the cost in the every contract. Therefore, the contract is a cost center. Because all the costs incurred for the purpose of constructing the property, the contract is a cost center. By way of contract, I am going to collect the revenue. Therefore, contract is the cost unit for me. Therefore, in case of contract costing, cost center and cost unit both are contract only. That's the speciality with respect to contract costing. So in general, cost center and the cost unit both are different, but in case of contract costing, cost center and cost unit both are called contract. Hope you understood. Good night.